Men's 7 Hidden Criteria for Choosing a Woman. Have you ever wondered why some men pursue you relentlessly, while others seem distant or uninterested? It's not always about looks, charm, or even compatibility on the surface. In fact, many women don't realize that men have a set of hidden criteria they subconsciously evaluate when deciding whether you're the one, and these factors play a huge role in whether or not he will commit to you long term. What if you're unknowingly overlooking the very things that would make a man fall head over heels for you? Or worse, what if you're investing time and energy into a relationship where he's never truly considering a future with you? In today's video, I'm pulling back the curtain and revealing the 7 hidden criteria that men use to assess if a woman is someone they could marry. These aren't things they'll ever say out loud, but trust me, they're thinking about them constantly. Why does it matter to you? Because by understanding these hidden filters, you'll stop wasting time with men who will never commit, and you'll start attracting the right kind of man who sees your value and wants to build a future with you. Curious to find out what these criteria are? Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll have the insight you need to navigate your relationships with confidence and clarity. 1. How alive do I feel in her presence? Have you ever been around someone whose energy is just magnetic? You know the type. They walk into a room, and everything seems to light up. They don't even have to say anything. You can just feel their presence. Here's the truth: when it comes to relationships, men are secretly asking themselves, how alive do I feel when I'm with her? But it's not about physical attraction or looks, it's about something deeper: your connection to your own life force. So, what does that really mean? It means men are drawn to women who are vibrant, passionate, and full of life. If you're constantly in a flat emotional state, it's going to be tough to spark any real connection. Men crave that energy, the woman who's so connected to herself and her life that they can't help but be drawn in. But here's the real question: do you make him feel more alive? Or is he left wondering if he's in the presence of someone who's just going through the motions? Imagine this: you're the kind of woman who wakes up excited about life, who radiates positivity, passion, and purpose. That's the kind of woman who's hard to resist. If you're not currently feeling that spark in your own life, then it's time to reconnect with what truly makes you come alive. Because when you live authentically, you won't just attract a man, you'll ignite his passion for life. 2. Does she have clear sexual boundaries? Let's talk about boundaries, and no, we're not talking about walls here. We're talking about healthy, clear, and respected sexual boundaries. Men often evaluate a woman's sexual boundaries without even realizing it. And here's why it matters: a man values a woman who doesn't just give in too easily. It shows him that you respect yourself, that you have your own standards, and that intimacy is something sacred, not just a quick fix. But here's the tricky part: what do you think happens when you don't set clear sexual boundaries? If you're quick to give in, he might not take the relationship seriously. He might wonder, if she's giving this up easily, does she really value herself? Now, it's not about playing hard to get or making things difficult on purpose, it's about showing him that intimacy with you is something worth earning. So, the real question here is, do you have clear sexual boundaries? Do you communicate them confidently and consistently? Or do you just go along with whatever he wants to avoid conflict or seem easygoing? When you hold strong to your boundaries, you not only show him that you respect yourself, but you also make him work harder for your attention, creating a deeper level of investment in the relationship. And here's the kicker: the more he invests, the more he values you. So, what are your boundaries really saying about you? 3. Does she need and value my contribution? This one might throw you off a little, but it's crucial. Men want to feel needed. I'm not talking about emotional dependency, I'm talking about a healthy recognition of what they bring to the table. You see, men need to feel like their contributions matter, whether it's emotional, physical, or financial support. When a man feels like he's actually making a difference in your life, it makes him feel valued. And guess what? That will make him want to invest more in you. Here's where it gets interesting: do you make him feel like his efforts actually mean something? Because if he starts to feel like he's just a bonus to your already perfect life, he might start to pull away. It's the simple truth. Men want to know they're contributing to something real and worthwhile, not just existing as a side character in your already well-scripted life. Now, think about this: are you making him feel needed? Do you acknowledge and appreciate what he brings to the table? Whether it's emotional support, practical help, or just being there when you need him? Or do you act like you've got it all together and don't really need him? When you value what he brings, whether big or small, you make him feel like an important part of your life, and that sense of being truly needed will deepen his commitment. So, ask yourself, does he feel like a vital contributor in your life? or is he just filling space? 4. Can she express her needs directly? Let's be honest, how many times have you been frustrated because your partner didn't pick up on what you were trying to say? Maybe you dropped hints, hoped he'd get the message, or even gave him the cold shoulder to make him feel what was wrong. But here's the thing, men are not mind readers. They don't play guessing games. They don't have time for that. They need clarity. Men respect women who speak up and tell them what they need directly, without all the drama or passive-aggressive behavior. Imagine this: instead of fuming or hoping he understands, you could tell him exactly what's bothering you in a calm, respectful way. What would that look like? How much better would your relationship be if you just said, "Hey, I need more attention right now," or "I'm feeling neglected," without the emotional drama? It's not about fighting, it's about healthy communication. Here's the kicker: if you can't express your needs directly, why would he believe you could handle the bigger challenges in a relationship? Are you constantly playing emotional games, waiting for him to figure things out? Or do you speak up and let him know exactly how you feel? Men respect women who are confident enough to be direct. If you're ready to ditch the guessing games, it could change your entire relationship dynamic. 5. Are we sexually compatible? Let's be real. Sex is a major part of any relationship, and sexual compatibility is more than just about physical attraction. It's about the way you connect on a deeper level, how you align in your desires, and if there's chemistry that makes it all feel effortless. Now, some of you might think, I want to wait until marriage to find out if we're sexually compatible. But here's the thing: what if you wait until after you're already married, only to discover you're not on the same page when it comes to intimacy? That could be devastating for both of you. We're talking about intimacy, trust, and connection. If you can't communicate openly about your desires, your needs, or your deal breakers in the bedroom, how can you build something deeper? Are you waiting for the perfect time to have those conversations? Or are you upfront about your sexual expectations early on? Sex is about more than just the physical act, it's about the emotional bond it creates. If you're not aligned in the bedroom, you might start seeing distance in other areas of your relationship. Men are less likely to commit if they feel there could be sexual incompatibility. So ask yourself, do you know what you want sexually? And have you communicated that clearly with your partner? Or are you ignoring those red flags and hoping it will magically work out later? Trust me, waiting to figure this out could lead to some serious emotional and physical disappointment. 6. Does she trust me enough to not try to control me? If there's one thing that can kill a relationship, it's feeling controlled. And let's be honest, no one likes being told what to do, especially by their partner. Men want freedom. They want the room to make decisions and lead without being micromanaged or second-guessed. But here's where it gets interesting. It's not just about trusting him, it's about trusting yourself. Think about it: if you're constantly hovering over him, second-guessing his decisions, or trying to change him, how can he ever feel like he's valued as a partner? He needs space to breathe and feel confident in his role. If you're always in control, where's the room for him to step up and contribute? Here's the real question: can you let go and trust him to lead in certain areas without always feeling the need to control every situation? Do you believe in his abilities and trust that he knows what he's doing? If not, he'll feel stifled, and over time, he'll pull back. Relationships thrive when both partners trust and empower each other to be their best selves. So, the next time you're about to micromanage, ask yourself, am I giving him the space to be the man I need him to be, or am I taking the reins too tightly? 7. Does she value herself enough to walk away? This is the ultimate relationship test. Do you have the self-respect to walk away when something's not right? Too often, women stay in relationships that aren't fulfilling, hoping they can fix things. But here's the reality: men are always watching to see if you'll settle for less than you deserve. If a guy knows that you'll stick around no matter how he treats you, he'll never truly respect you. Here's a tough truth: if you don't value yourself enough to walk away from a relationship that doesn't serve you, he won't either. Men need to know that you're not afraid to put yourself first, even if that means ending the relationship. And here's the irony: the more you value yourself, the more he will value you. Let's flip the script. Are you settling for less than you deserve just to keep the peace? Or are you strong enough to walk away from something that's unhealthy for you, no matter how much you care about him? When you demonstrate that you have high standards and won't accept being treated poorly, men take notice. They'll think twice before crossing any lines, and ultimately, they'll have more respect for you.